As we welcome our director, Joe Stevens, to the podium, we ask that if you're able, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Especially Christmas tunes, and a performance by our honored guest, Soundwave. Before we begin our concert, the Abilene Community Band would like to dedicate this concert this evening to one of, tonight to Dr. Jimmy McNeil, a dedicated friend of the band and husband of one of our charter members, Scott McNeil. Jimmy never missed a concert or even a rehearsal, always greeting band members and opening the outer door to the Violent Band Hall at McMurray as the community band members entered the band hall for rehearsal. He always had a pleasant word or greeting for everyone. As we introduce our guest, Soundwave, we'd like to let you also know a little bit more information about this group that joins us tonight. A new name for a new era has been launched for the handbell choir program at the Abilene Independent School District. Soundwave is here, formerly Abilene Gold. The program offers a unique experience for special education students in the district using an adaptive music notation method developed by the founding director, Letha McGrew. The handbells have been performing both locally and nationally since 1978. Originally the Woodson Handbell Choir, Soundwave highlights the musical potential of these wonderful students. Comprised of students from both Abilene High School and Cooper High School, Soundwave continues to entertain as they perform for area schools, retirement centers, hospitals, churches, civic organizations, and community events. The successful program flourishes due to the devotion and caring of its directors, Letha McGrew and Kathy Taylor. In the 2015-2016 school year, the program got its third director, and that was Eric Logan. We look forward to the musical creations. Enjoy tonight that Soundwave will add to our Christmas program. We present Soundwave under the direction of Eric Logan for your enjoyment. Declaration was written by Robert W. Smith. He is considered to be one of the most prolific composers of concert band and orchestra literature in America today. He has performed throughout the United States, Canada, Japan, Europe, and Australia. And he's currently teaching in the music industry program at Troy University, which is located in Troy, Alabama. His teaching responsibilities are focused in music composition, production, publishing, and business. Christmas Declaration, based on the traditional carols, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and Angels We Have Heard on High, is our musical statement signaling the start of the holiday season. This piece begins with a bold and majestic fanfare and continues with a flourish based upon traditional melodies. The beginning fanfare returns to bring Christmas Declaration to a powerful conclusion, and happy holidays to all. White Christmas is a song written in 1940 by Irving Berlin, reminiscing an old-fashioned Christmas setting. The version sung by Bing Crosby is the world's best-selling single with estimated sales of in excess of 50 million copies worldwide. It's often been noted that the mix of melancholy phrases, just like the ones I used to know, with comforting images of home where treetops glisten, resonated especially well with listeners during World War II on the radio. A few weeks after the attack on Pearl Harbor, Crosby introduced White Christmas on his NBC radio show, The Kraft Music Hall, on a Christmas Day broadcast. The Armed Forces Network was flooded with requests for the song. The recording is noted for Crosby's whistling during the second chorus. In the movie called Holiday Inn, this composition won the Academy Award for the Best Original Song in 1942. The song was featured in another Crosby film, the 1954 classic White Christmas, which became the highest-grossing film of the year 1954. This version, most often heard today on the radio during the Christmas season, is the 1947 re-recording. In 1942, the 1942 master, was damaged due to frequent use. So Crosby re-recorded the track on March 19th of 1947, accompanied again by the Trotter Orchestra and the Darby Singers, with every effort made to reproduce the original recording sound. Please rivet us with the Abilene Community Band and Soundwave as they play for you and your enjoyment, White Christmas by Irving Berlin. Let's have another round of applause for Soundwave. Our Christmas festival was composed in 1950 at a time when Leroy Anderson was an arranger with the Boston Pops Orchestra when their conductor-in-chief was Arthur Fiedler. Anderson delivered above and beyond the call of duty. In this song, he wove a tapestry of well-known Christmas songs and carols into an ambitious concert overture. Music was made of Joy to the World, Jingle Bells, and Oh Come All Ye Faithful as the main thematic material. However, other tunes used were Deck the Hall, Good King Wenceslas, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, First the Well, and Silent Night. The tunes were exceptionally well orchestrated and with a huge and high instrumental variety, and to no one's surprise has become a Christmas favorite, especially in the United States. So we present for your enjoyment A Christmas Festival by Leroy Anderson. time of the year is a popular Christmas song that was written in 1963 by Edward Pollock and George Wiley. It was recorded and released that year by popular singer Andy Williams. The song is a celebration and description of activities associated with the Christmas season, focusing primarily on get-togethers between friends and families. Some of the most popular Christmas selections of all time are included in this delightful arrangement, such as Winter Wonderland, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Wrap these tunes up right now with a pretty bow, and you have A Most Wonderful Christmas, arranged by Robert Shelton. I was remiss not to mention Leonard began with that saxophone solo. He was great again, wasn't he? He's one of the more recent members of the band. He's joined the last week or so. Sleigh Ride is a popular live orchestra standard composed by Leroy Anderson. It is probably one of Leroy Anderson's most favorite pieces. Sleigh Ride was not, though, written as a Christmas piece, but as a work that describes a winter event. And ironically, Anderson started the work during a heat wave in August of 1946. Maybe working on the song kept him cool during that period of time. It was completed in 1948 with lyrics being added in 1950. The orchestral version was first recorded in 1949 by Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops Orchestra. That version was a Boston Pops Orchestra standard in the Fiedler era and has been played by just about everyone who's been in a concert band. Sleigh Ride really has a jazz feel to it, making it very popular for in-band play. Very few melodies have the power to instantly create the holiday feeling in just a few notes, but Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride is one of them. Imagine you're a horse-drawn sleigh riding through a beautiful snow-covered valley with a loved one beside you as the community band plays Sleigh Ride by Leroy Anderson. Cookin Christmas, arranged by Jeff Simmons, set some traditional Christmas melodies with an atmosphere of country-style tunes and effects that proved to be genuinely, truly genuine for the country and bluegrass genre. Simmons does a masterful job in presenting the Christmas melodies with an interesting twist that's a lot of fun to listen to. Now listen carefully and see if you can recognize the rhythm of Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire as played to Jingle Bells. You may hear the sound of Patsy Cline's Crazy as it's played and It Came Upon Midnight Clear. And the distinctive beat of Elijah by Charlie Pride as heard in We Three Kings. And the sound of the Nashville Brass as we hear in Joy to the World. Close your eyes and imagine that you're attending a special Christmas concert at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, done by none other than Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, Charlie Pride, and the Nashville Brass. Nothing can put you in a better mood as we hear the country-style songs, sounds, and effects that prove to remind you of well-loved Christmas and bluegrass music. Christmas, Baby Please Come Home is a rock song originally sung in 1963 by Darlene Love on a Christmas album. The song was written by Ellie Greenwich and Jeff Berry with co-editor Phil Spector, with the full intention of being sung by Ronnie Spector of the Ronettes. Now, Ronnie Spector was not able to put much emotion into the song as needed, so Darlene Love was brought into the studio to record the song, which became a big success over time and one of her signature pieces. Rolling Stone magazine ranked Christmas, Baby Please Come Home first on its list of the greatest rock and roll Christmas songs. Mariah Carey covered the song in 1994 on her Christmas album, Merry Christmas. The digital single reached number 59 on Billboard's Hot Digital Songs in 2011 and has sold more than 200,000 copies. Mariah Carey's version gave the song a bluesy touch and created some genuine holiday fun. So whether you prefer the original by Darlene Love or the remake by Mariah Carey or any other version done by a popular artist, Christmas, Baby Please Come Home is sure to have you feeling the rock and roll beat. Cowboy Christmas, arranged by Jeff Simmons, has us ready to saddle up and program something a little different to celebrate this holiday season. Cowboy Christmas contains an hilarious setting of some familiar carols. Featured in the country style are Angels We Heard on High, Oh Come All You Faithful, Go Tell It to the Mountain, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and Angels We Have Heard on High. Mentally put on your cowboy attire, head to the crowd, saddle up your horse, and get ready to go on a journey through ranching country with some familiar carols played with a western flair. Listen, you may hear the sound of horse hooves and the neigh of a horse to a great ride through cowboy country. Giddy up with the Abilene Community Band. Bob Johnson was the one horsing around. Christmas on Broadway, arranged by John Higgins, injects some Broadway pizzazz into our holiday program line. This arrangement sparkles from beginning to end and includes excerpts from some of Broadway's favorite tunes. Now, some of these songs are pieces that are not frequently heard very much during this time of year, but they're still good holiday songs like Toyland, March of the Toys, God Bless Us Everyone, and Pine Cones and Holly Berries. This arrangement is sure to put you in the holiday spirit. We hear this medley that includes selections from some of Broadway's greatest composers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're glad you came tonight. Are you? Isn't that Soundwave a wonderful, wonderful group? Soundwave, thank you for coming. It makes you feel good to know that our young people are growing up with music and that the school system is providing that quality of music and the quality of teacher that Eric Logan is. Eric, thank you for bringing your group tonight. He's got a bright, bright future ahead in education. I'd like to bring David Bacon out again. And David, we thank you so much for what you do for our band. We've nicknamed him the voice of the Abilene Community Band. I'm just curious, have y'all noticed that David has moved back on the air? Isn't that great? His good buddy Randy Turner moved back to Coleman. He was having to get up every morning and drive, and then at night drive back and everything, and he said he was ready to do something else. But David, I talked to David about this a moment ago. He said he's really glad to be back in announcing, and we are too. David, thanks for helping us tonight. Thank you so much. I want to also say thank you to Mary Sue Stevens. Mary Sue, would you stand up or wave whatever you're able to do tonight? Oh, hey, she stepped up. Okay. I'm not supposed to tell you this. We had lost some of the program notes that we have used over the years, and Mary Sue had to rewrite all these, some of the ones that you heard tonight. And do you think they were a little bit better, a lot better, or stupendous? You just think I married that girl. What do you think? Did I make a good choice? Did I make a good choice? And everyone in the Abilene Community Band, I appreciate you so much because you give so much to Abilene and you share your music with people. And the audience may have heard me say this before, but so many times when you graduate from like high school or college or something, there's nowhere to play. You know, it's kind of over with, you know. But in Abilene, there's the Abilene Community Band. Band, thank you.
Thanks to Mary Sue as well, and thanks to his comments about Mary Sue, she'll let him sleep inside tonight. Christmas Can-Can, written by Larry Neat, is a humorous, light-hearted romp paired with jingle bells and a few other Christmas carols. Now, a variety of settings allows all sections of the band to shine with a grand finale that will bring the house down. The Can-Can is a high-energy, physically demanding dance that became popular music hall dance in the 1840s, continuing in popularity in French cabaret to this day. Now, originally danced by both sexes, it's now traditionally associated with a chorus line of female dancers. The main features of the dance are a vigorous manipulation of skirts and petticoats, along with high kicks, splits, and cartwheels. Now, can you imagine the Can-Can being done to rowdy versions of some of our popular Christmas songs? Well, listen and hear how Larry Neat put the dance and the Christmas carols together.